rich, beautifully spiced, and absolutely delicious Sunday chicken curry. Here's a recipe to make your weekend extra special. You will need 3 to 4 pips of garlic, half an inch of ginger, and 4 medium-sized shallots. Grind them in a blender or a mortar and pestle until smooth. Add this to a 1.5 to 2 kg chicken that has been cleaned and cut. To this, add 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon ground black pepper, 1 teaspoon turmeric powder, and 1 teaspoon chili powder. Add more if you want it more spicy. Add 3 teaspoons of meat curry powder. To this, add half a teaspoon of coriander powder and 1 teaspoon of fennel powder. Mix all of this thoroughly and let it sit for at least half an hour on the countertop. You can leave it overnight to marinate too. In the meantime, peel 2 potatoes. Waxy potatoes work best for curries. Now slice these potatoes into wedges. My sister taught me wedged potatoes cook faster in curries. Chop 2 ripe medium-sized tomatoes into small pieces and chop a handful of fresh coriander. Chop away the roots. Then finely chop the stems. Set it aside and roughly chop the leaves and divide them. You will need 2 sprigs of curry leaves and you're ready to cook. Heat up a heavy bottomed pan. To this, add 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil. Any vegetable oil will do. Once the oil is hot, add 2 sticks of cinnamon, 4 or 5 cardamom pods, and 5 to 6 pieces of cloves. The trick is to let the spices pop in the hot oil. Now add in 1 large red onion that has been sliced and let it simmer in the hot oil. Fry the onions till it wilts and becomes slightly browned. To help speed up the browning process, I usually add a pinch of salt. Continue frying till the onions turn golden brown. It's important that the onions turn brown because this adds greatly to the flavor of the curry. Once the onions are brown, add your curry leaves. Let it sputter. Continue frying till you get a beautiful aroma. Now here's where you add in your marinated chicken. Now make sure you scrape off all the masala from your bucket. Leave nothing behind. Now stir this with your fried onions and spices. Hear that beautiful sizzle. Pour some water into the same bucket that you marinated your chicken in and keep this aside. Keep frying the chicken in the masala till your whole house is filled with a beautiful aroma. Now add your wedged potatoes and your chopped tomatoes. Mix everything well together. So here is where you add that water you've set aside and add another cup of water. Don't add too much water. As the chicken cooks, its juices will add on to the gravy. Mix everything well, cover and cook for another 15 minutes with medium fire. Stir occasionally so it doesn't burn at the bottom. Now add in some salt and stir it in well. Now a good way to find out if your curry is done is to see if your potatoes are cooked. So pick one up, using a spoon, try and cut it through. If it cuts through well, then your curry is done. Now time to have a taste. If you need to adjust anything, now is a good time to adjust. Now I usually add my coriander stems at this point. This allows it to infuse its aroma into the curry. Now this is completely optional, but you can add at this point half a cup of coconut milk to make the curry richer and thicker and slightly less spicy. Now mix everything well. Let it boil for another 1 to 2 minutes, but not longer than that, as the coconut milk will start to split and give a funky taste. Turn the heat off. And now add in your coriander leaves. Remember not to cover the pot, as this will make the coriander leaf turn color. Now enjoy your meal with freshly cooked rice, chapati, naan, even bread. Can't wait to try it. Trust me, that's a spoonful of pure happiness. Do try this yummy recipe. This recipe is brought to you by
Hearty Meals Home Cooked.
VJmade.
Always remember to check temperature before putting hot food into your mouth and embarrassing yourself. Yep, it was hot. Panas, not pedas.